Beneath Los Angeles, something impossible is happening. Elon Musk is building tunnels, fast tunnels, tunnels that could move you from LAX to Dodger Stadium in 8 minutes. But here's what nobody's talking about. He might be building on top of LA's forgotten past. You already know LA has a traffic problem. 4 million cars every single day. The 405 freeway, it's called the world's largest parking lot. But Musk's boring company isn't just digging holes. They're carving through layers of history, through old river channels, through the same ground where the Tongva people lived for 8,000 years. And what they're finding down there? It's changing everything we thought we knew about this city. Los Angeles wasn't supposed to exist. Think about it. 5 million people living in a semi-desert. It makes no sense. But before the concrete, before the freeways, this place was different. The LA River actually flowed year-round. The Tongva called it Yaanga, the place where fresh water meets the ocean. Then 1938 happened. A massive flood killed 115 people, destroyed 5,600 homes. The city's response? Bury the rivers, cover them in concrete, turn nature into infrastructure. But they didn't just bury water. They buried 8,000 years of human history, obsidian tools, shell mounds, evidence of one of the densest pre-contact populations in North America. And now, Elon Musk wants to dig right through it. The Boring Company's plan sounds like science fiction. Underground tunnels, electric sleds moving at 150 miles per hour, a network beneath the entire city. No traffic lights, no pedestrians, no weather delays. Musk claims he can dig these tunnels for 1/10 the usual cost. How? Smaller tunnels, faster machines, and a complete rethinking of how we move underground. The first test tunnel in Hawthorne, it cost $10 million. A normal subway tunnel that size, $100 million minimum. But here's where it gets interesting. Every time they dig, they're cutting through geological time, through aquifers that haven't seen daylight in 80 years, through soil that holds stories. In 2019, construction crews working on the Purple Line subway found something. Ice Age fossils, saber-toothed cats, dire wolves, mammoths, right under Wilshire Boulevard. The dig stopped for months. Paleontologists carefully extracted 1,500 specimens, each one perfectly preserved in the La Brea tar pit sediment. Now, multiply that by 60 miles of tunnel. That's Musk's proposal. What else is down there? The hidden world. Here's what most people don't know. When LA encased its rivers in concrete, it created something archaeologists call preservation through isolation. The old riverbeds, the settlement sites, the trading posts, they all got sealed away. Dr. Wendy Teeter at UCLA's Fowler Museum calls it an underground museum. The Tongva weren't nomadic. They built permanent villages. They had a complex trading network stretching from the Channel Islands to the Mojave Desert, shell bead currency, tar for waterproofing, obsidian from distant volcanoes, and we've only excavated a fraction of it. Why? Because it's under 50 feet of concrete and buildings, untouchable, until now. The Boring Company's tunnels will run 30 to 50 feet below street level. That's exactly where the old river channels are, where the Tongva villages were. Every mile of tunnel is a potential archaeological site. But there's a problem, a big one. Current law requires archaeological surveys before construction, but there's a loophole. If the construction is deemed emergency infrastructure or utility work, the surveys can be waived. Guess how Musk's tunnels are classified? Utility infrastructure. The race against time. The Tongva people are still here. They're not a lost civilization. They're your neighbors. They run the Tiat Society, building traditional plank canoes. They're fighting for federal recognition. They're watching as their ancestors' world gets carved up, and they want a seat at the table. In 2022, the Boring Company submitted plans for a tunnel from Dodger Stadium to the East LA Civic Center. The route, it cuts directly through Yaanga, the original Tongva settlement that became downtown LA. The Gabrielino Tongva tribe requested consultation. They wanted archaeologists present during excavation. They wanted protocols for handling remains or artifacts. The city approved the project in 14 months, record time. But here's the twist. This could actually be an opportunity. Unlike traditional excavation, tunnel boring machines create a controlled environment. Everything that comes out gets sorted, examined, documented. If, and this is a big if the right protocols are in place, Musk's tunnels could become the largest archaeological survey in LA history. Dr. Teeter points out something fascinating. We know more about ancient Rome than we do about pre-contact Los Angeles. The tunnels could change that. The bigger picture. This isn't just about LA. Cities around the world are facing the same choice. Do we build for the future, or do we preserve the past? London's Crossrail project found 10,000 artifacts, Roman roads, plague victims, Tudor bowling balls. Copenhagen's metro discovered Viking ships, medieval wells, evidence of settlements nobody knew existed. Every tunnel is a time machine. But here's what makes LA different: speed. Musk's Boring Company can dig a mile of tunnel in weeks, not years. Traditional archaeology moves slowly, methodically. Every artifact gets cataloged. Every layer gets documented. There's a fundamental mismatch, and it raises a question nobody wants to ask. What if we have to choose? Fast tunnels that solve traffic, or slow excavation that reveals history? Can we have both? Right now, beneath Los Angeles, machines are spinning. They're cutting through sandstone, through clay, through the compressed memories of 8,000 years. Elon Musk sees the future. Electric vehicles humming through underground arteries, a city untangled from its traffic nightmare. The Tongva see the past, their ancestors' villages, their trading routes, their existence finally acknowledged. Both visions matter. But here's the thing about digging. Once you remove the earth, you can't put it back. Every tunnel is permanent. Every artifact left behind is lost forever. So maybe the real question isn't whether Musk's dream will work. Maybe it's whether we're wise enough to look at what we're digging through before we're done digging. Because underneath LA isn't just dirt. It's proof that this place was always worth living in, long before Hollywood, long before the freeways, long before anyone thought to call it the City of Angels. The boring machines are already running. The question is, are we paying attention to what they're uncovering?